Good morning. It is Wednesday, June 21st, 2023. So I posted a video the other day talking about how I was going to do a sardine fast, and I was going to start that yesterday, and I didn't. I got kind of weirded out about it, but I had a very shocking development today. So I decided, okay, if I'm going to do this sardine fast, I need to know what my starting weight is. I may not start it today, may start it Monday, may start it sometime. I'm not really sure. But I got on the scale this morning after I woke up, and I did my 3-mile walk with my 10 push-ups in between each mile. And the scale told me something very shocking. I haven't been checking my weight very much at all lately because, in all honesty, I haven't wanted to know what it is. But the last time I got weighed was at the end of April, when I went to go to a male clinic, not the Mayo Clinic, and I got my testosterone checked. Well, while I was there, and before I went and got my testosterone checked, doc put me on the scale, wanted to see what I weighed. And on that doctor's scale, I weighed 198 pounds and some change. And I hadn't been under, no, that's not exactly true. At that point, I thought I was going to weigh more than that, but I was at 198. So May slipped up a little bit here and there, but still did pretty good until the end of May, when I went to a conference in New Orleans, where I just proceeded to eat everything that I could possibly fit into my mouth. So then the next following couple of weeks, I didn't do much better. I still, stayed on carnivore pretty much the entire time, but I had some cheat days in there here and there, more than I should have ever had, which led up to this past Sunday, which was Father's Day, when I had a cupcake and drank a beer at my father-in-law's house. And so that was it. That was the night where I was like, okay, you know what? I've got to stop this. I've got to get back on track. That's when I kind of got the idea for the sardine fast, because I'd seen different videos on it before. And so, I just wanted to check it out. But I kind of chickened out a little bit yesterday, and some of it's got to do with what I think my wife is going to say. She's really not going to understand it. She's really going to think it's strange. I've got to just really not care about that, though. But, so I got on the scale this morning. I haven't weighed myself since the end of April. So it's been almost 2 months. Today's the 21st of June. And so at that point I was 198. So I got on the scale today, and the scale said 196.7. And I said, this can't be right. So I stepped off, gave it another minute or two. This is before I'm getting ready to get in the shower, and stepped back on it a minute or two later, and the same exact weight, 196.7. I said, what's going on here? This doesn't make any sense at all. The only explanation that I can come up with is that in between the end of April and the start of my work conference, which was the very end of May, so there's a whole month in between the last time I weighed and this work conference that I went on. I had to have gotten down to a couple of pounds below 196, and I had no idea. I had no idea at all. I might have gotten down to 193. I might have gotten down to 192. I don't have any clue, because I didn't weigh myself. And I'm not the kind of person, I used to be, but I'm not the kind of person now who stays hung up on the weight. If I weigh myself every day, it becomes an obsession. It becomes, something I'm thinking about, with every decision that I make. Oh God, well, I was this morning, so if I do this, it's going to be way off tomorrow. I can't live like that. So I hadn't been on the scale in 2 months. So it was really, really shocking that I was down to 196 today. And it made me think, what did I get down to before that? Because since the end of May and up to 3 days ago, I haven't been eating great. There's been a healthy number of days where I did just straight carnivore, but also plenty of days where I ate sugar, carbs, had some beer. So I wouldn't say it was 50-50 entirely, but you know, I had more good days than bad, but I still had plenty of bad days in there. What did I get down to? Because I know I've gained weight over the last couple of weeks. What could I have gotten down to? And it really bothers me now that I didn't get on the scale to see what I was doing. So I think I'm going to start getting on the scale a little bit more. Maybe once weekly, maybe just once on the weekends. I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna have to stay on top of that a little bit better, because I easily could have gotten down. My goal weight is 185, so I easily could have gotten down to 193, 194. You know, I could have been a couple of pounds closer to my goal weight. I'm not saying that I was, but it just makes a little bit of sense. I've been eating like crap for the last 3 weeks. There's no way I lost weight over the last couple of weeks. I'm very sure that I gained it instead. It makes a little bit of sense that I weighed less than what I do right now. So I'm pretty pumped about that. So that kick-started me into wanting to do the sardine fast, like now, like I'm going to start it this morning. I'm not sure how a can of sardines is going to do on an empty stomach, so I'm going to eat some bacon first and then eat some sausage. Eat some sardines. So I think that's going to, help it. Sardines on an empty stomach just doesn't sound like a good idea. So bacon first, then sausage. I want to get started about 8 o'clock with the bacon. Right now it's 20 after 7, and I'm obviously still not at work yet. But when I get to work, I'm going to start with some bacon, and then hopefully about 8:30, 8:45, get going with some sardines. And then so the premise is the first can of sardines is the beginning of the fast. So after I eat this first can of sardines, it's nothing but sardines for 72 hours after that. It's not an actual fast, but it's nothing but sardines for 3 days. So now I'm really intrigued to see what kind of weight I might be able to lose just eating sardines for 3 days. Because good grief, if I'm down 2 pounds from 2 months ago and I've been putting the crap in my body that I've been putting in there, there's no telling what could happen on a 3-day sardine fast. I'm not going to get my hopes up too high. I don't just lose weight like that. But I think, I've been on a carnivore diet for a year. I think this has got to have something to do with that. I think my body is better at regulating itself and better at recovering from the cheat days now, because I have been a carnivore for a year. Not a full year, not 100% all the time. Been probably about 95%. I've cheated here and there. More than a lot of other people have, in all honesty. But I think because I have been a carnivore for so long, that I think maybe my body's just working like it should, even when I'm not eating like I should. And that's an amazing point to get to. It's also kind of a dangerous point for somebody like me, because then that puts it in my head, okay, well, I can just eat whatever I want to. It's not going to matter. My body's working right. No. That's not something to think about at all. That's not a good thought to have in my head at all. So I'm not going to. But I don't know how else to explain it. So anyway, starting the sardine fast today, and we're gonna see how it goes. I'm really excited about it. I'm pumped that I'm down 2 pounds from when I last got weighed at the end of April. Now I look a little bit bigger. I've got some more bloat going on in my stomach, but And this is day 3 of being back on the carnivore diet. So I'm hopeful that this bloating is going to go away, you know, pretty shortly. So, you know, fingers crossed, but I'm very, very hopeful now. Been eating like crap and I'm down 2 pounds. I don't believe this. So anyway, that's about it. So I'll be back maybe later today, maybe tomorrow morning. I'm not sure. Let everybody know how the sardine fast is going. I may just put together one kind of compilation and put it out, but I'm really, really pumped. And then, like I said, after the, like I said the other day, after the sardine fast, it's back to beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. So I may just be in bikini shape before the end of summer. You just don't know. So anyway, I'm getting out of here, and I hope everybody has an awesome day. It's Wednesday, June 21st, 2023.